I have to see your pretty little face, but
okay, we're recording, so it's official. So welcome to our little gut health get together. My name is Whitney War. I'm a very good friend of Erin's. She is one of my very favorite people in the whole world, and she's been learning a lot about gut health from me and experiencing some of the supplements that I'm absolutely in love with and obsessed with because they've been so life-changing for me and my family and so many others that I love. And so I'm just thrilled that she asked if we could get together and share some information that could be helpful to the people that she loves the most. So we're grateful that you guys are taking the time to listen in, and I want this to be, really kind of informal, where you can ask anything that you want to know. There's, no questions are off limits. There's no dumb questions or whatever. So we'll make sure that we get all your questions answered. Oh my goodness. Sorry. My phone keeps shooting alarms at me. So anyways, I wanted to start just by telling my story really briefly. I'll do like the Cliff Notes version because I tend to get excited and go off on tangents. But I actually, the way that I found Plexus is not like most people. My family and I had our health issues, but that wasn't our focus at the time because we were in danger of losing our home. And we were in a really tough financial spot where we lost like the majority of our income basically overnight. And so I went on a mission to find the fastest way that I could make money that was legal. And I wanted to be able to do so from home without having to be, the totally absent mom that I had been for about 8.5 years previous. And so I did a lot of research, and I was amazed at what I found with Plexus. And the more and more I looked into it, and the products and the ingredients and the testimonials and the opportunity, it was such a huge answer to prayer. And I prayed really hard. I fasted, and I was so guided towards this. I know that it was meant to be our answer. And it very quickly, not only did it save that home, and that was a huge financial blessing for us, but it allowed a lot of financial blessings that we wouldn't have foreseen, like more than what we would have hoped for. Even to the point where, like that first year, I was earning at the end of the first year a 6-figure income and earned a trip to Hawaii with me and my sweetheart. That was like a dream come true vacation that we never got to do stuff like that before. And it's just been a huge blessing financially. Even allowed us to move back home to Southern Utah where our families are based and bring my husband away from a very stressful and dangerous job as a metro officer in Las Vegas. And it's just healed our family in so many ways, even, besides the health. But what I didn't realize is when I was praying for answers, even the bigger blessings that came from this were, being able to help my husband avoid a surgery on his shoulder and be pain-free, and his triglycerides dropped over 100 points in less than 4 months. He's so much healthier and, happier now. Myself having all kinds of blood sugar issues before, no longer having to deal with those crashes, and chronic constipation for basically my whole life. Like, PSA, it's not okay to poop twice a week, just so you know. I totally thought that was just how people were. And then a lot of other things that it's blessed me with, like I had major fatigue issues and just a lot of other things. My favorite, my oldest son had a lot of gut health issues, and I didn't know anything about gut health before I found Plexus, but he was battling some pretty debilitating depression issues and anxiety. He had miserable sinus issues, and really, really bad seasonal allergies, and to be able to like turn all of that and completely eliminate that for him in a way that's healthy, and that, you know, I'm not putting chemicals into his body or having to worry about side effects or long-term issues. It's just been the biggest answer to prayer for me, and the friendships that have come from this, and just seeing lives change in so many amazing ways has been huge. So that's a little bit about my story. I've actually asked Erin if she wouldn't mind sharing hers. Hers is a short experience, but it's a powerful one, still the same, and still just another testament of how quickly this can really improve people's health and happiness. So if you don't mind, Erin.
Sure. Let's see where to start. So Whitney and I met at church, and I can't remember how we started talking about everything, but I was talking about chronic hives and depression and anxiety, which I'm feeling a little bit of right now.
Oh, stop. You got this, girl. You're awesome.
And Whitney was like, I have some vitamins you need to take. And I seriously thought, what? Who's selling what now? You know, like, here we go. And so I started taking them, and kept taking them, and started having more energy. I didn't even realize how much pain I was in. Like, I had so much inflammation in my body. My joints ached when I woke up in the morning. My hands and feet were swollen. And after taking this, it slowly went away. And there was even like inflammation in my face that I didn't even realize was there. That was crazy. That went away. And now I'm off my antidepressant. I don't sleep as long as I used to. I wake up at 5:30, like up, ready to go. I signed up for a half marathon. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like I look back at myself 5-6 months ago, and I'm like, how was I surviving? Like, that's what I was doing, surviving and not living. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I missed out on some things, like with my kids, and because I was so tired and not always present. And so I think those are the biggest.
Isn't it sad though, how I think a lot of times people just don't know any different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I felt like an 80-year-old person or something, you know, like waking up, and I just didn't realize that I was not supposed to be feeling that way at 40, you know, like I thought 40, yeah, okay, it's getting older, but 40-year-olds don't need to feel that way.
No. Oh no, girl. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel better at 40 than I did when I was in high school. All honesty, it's just incredible. Our bodies were intended to thrive and to feel good. And, you know, all these issues that we deal with nowadays, we don't have to do that. There's a better way. So, okay, well, I'm just going to, I'm going to highlight our favorite base products here really quickly. And Plexus has, it seems like, an ever expanding product line. The more and more they find opportunities to come out with products that can be beneficial to people. But this is our core base combo called the Triplex, and I want to introduce you to it and just explain what it's all about. So if you do the research, you'll find that there's 3 main areas of health in our bodies that are most critical. And when those 3 areas are in balance, then our bodies operate as God intended them to. And they can turn into just a healing machine. It's so incredible. We call that the big systems, the BIG. B stands for blood sugar stability. I is inflammation, and G is gut health. Those 3 main systems, when they are balanced and working well and reducing inflammation, then that's when you can have optimal health. And these 3 products were designed to work together and complement each other to accomplish that goal. And they do so in an amazing way. And what you'll find with the ingredients in here is that everything's plant-based. There's, you know, a lot of hundreds of years of research behind these natural ingredients, and they did a lot, put so much effort into the combination of how to put them together and make them so effective and so user friendly and affordable too. And that's what's amazing, is that they're just really for everyone. So the Slim, this is the pink drink. Have you guys had a chance to try it yet? Melissa, I think it was.
No,
right?
no. I all I've done is smelled it, and it smells wonderful. And if
Okay, well, that's a start.
then I'm
Tell,
happy.
tell mom, tell mom to give you one.
Just
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's a start.
Marvelous.
It is very, yeah, it smells yummy and it tastes delicious. I'm excited for you to taste it. So it's actually like a blood orange lemonade flavor. Super, most people love it. But a lot of people, like, you'll find that some people, it's interesting based on like the acidic levels of your body and all that. Some people may think it tastes a little sweet or a little bitter or whatever, but as your body gets in balance, then, you know, most people absolutely love it. Even kids, which is, you know, they're the best critics. So anyways, this one was specifically for blood sugar stability. It also helps with blood pressure and cholesterol. And it was designed originally for diabetics. They wanted to come up with a natural product that could be beneficial to people with blood sugar issues. And what they found as they developed this and tested it out on people is that this is something that's so beneficial for everyone. And you may be thinking, well, I'm not diabetic, I'm not hypoglycemic, so I don't really need that product. But that's actually very much not true, because everyone has, like, your blood sugar kind of goes on a roller coaster ride throughout the day just by nature. And that creates a lot of stress on the body, which creates inflammation, which creates disease. And so it is super important. And insulin is actually the master hormone that operates your whole entire body. So if you don't have good glucose metabolism, then your body cannot be balanced and be at its best. Some of the favorite benefits of the Slim are, some of the first things people notice is better energy, less cravings, better sleep, better mood. And there's science behind all this with the ingredients that are in them. Some of them, if you are an ingredients person, or, you know, like, I know Erin's like, give me all the info, give me all the ingredients, I want all the science. I don't know if you guys are like that or not.
Me too, for sure.
Are you? Okay.
Mhm.
So you may want to Google like chlorogenic acid, alpha lipoic acid, Garcinia cambogia, just some of the favorites in here that make this an absolute amazing product. It is pink. Why is it pink? It's supposedly all natural, right?
Mhm.
Because they use beetroot to make it pink, which actually has its own health benefits. So this product is just so incredible. And as someone who struggled with blood sugar issues, I'll tell you, it is just a yummy godsend. So that's the Slim. And then the ProBio 5, this is probably our most life-changing product that Plexus has. Not to be mistaken for a probiotic. I was just having this conversation with Erin. I used to get irritated when people called it a probiotic, because it's so much more than a probiotic. A probiotic in and of itself is important and great, but what it does is it plants healthy, beneficial bacteria into your gut, right? Most people these days in our country, all ages, already have imbalance in their gut. And a lot of people, to the point that their body's not actually able to absorb and utilize probiotics. And so this has not only 5 beneficial strains of bacteria that are freeze-dried in a special capsule that make it so it's not compromised. That may not be the right word that I'm looking for, but it makes it so the bacteria is not activated until it hits your colon, your gut, when you really want it to be where you want it to be used. So that is huge. The thing that really sets it apart is there's a very special enzyme and antifungal blend that are added to it. And that's what makes this not just a probiotic, because it kills the bad at the same time that it builds the good. So I kid you not, I've had friends who, one in particular, she was on a prescription probiotic. It was over $100 a month before Plexus. And when I told her about Probio 5, she's like, oh, I've already got like the best probiotic. My doctor prescribed it for me and whatever. And I was like, well, what's it doing for you? And she's like, well, I don't really know, but my doctor told me I need it. So I'm taking it. And then she was amazed when I convinced her this is quite a bit more affordable. And with that money back promise, she decided to give it a shot and was amazed at that she was actually starting to notice changes in her body when she switched over. So this is a very special product. This basically soaks up all of the gunk, and then the BioCleanse comes and gently sweeps it out every day. So this is kind of a gentle daily cleanse. It's nothing like a laxative. Don't let the word cleanse scare you. It actually balances your system, both directions. Don't picture yourself sitting on the toilet for 24 hours. That's not what the BioCleanse is about. I love that it oxygenates your blood and your bowels, and that's so important. Disease cells cannot survive in a highly oxygenated environment. Did you know that? So the BioCleanse is a magnesium supplement, a very special form of magnesium, because when you combine the magnesium hydroxide, I believe is the form that's in here, if I got that right, with vitamin C that's in here, then it actually, it becomes magnesium ascorbate, which is the most bioavailable and the easiest to be utilized and absorbed by the body. If you look at magnesium deficiency, over 90% of people have magnesium deficiency, and you would not believe the list of symptoms that come along with magnesium deficiency alone. So this is huge. Some of the benefits are it boosts your metabolism, it helps with cramps, it helps with energy, it helps with sleep. So if you're like, give me some, I don't blame you, because it's good stuff. It's probably my favorite product and the most underrated. So these two are really, really meant to be paired together for optimal gut health. They together reduce inflammation and do all kinds of wonderful things. Like the combo of these three is just magical. And I don't know if Erin shared any testimonials with you guys yet, but I mean, you name it, you go Google anything, infertility, acne, psoriasis, depression, whatever it is, I challenge you, go Google that and gut health. And if you find a connection, which you will, because they've linked gut health to literally everything health these days. And that's it. It's because, your immune system is based in your gut. Your emotions are actually based in your gut. And they've proven that now. Our serotonin production is much higher in our gut than in our brains. And so our gut is a very, very, very important and very special, fragile little ecosystem. And we've got to keep it in balance. We brush our teeth, we go to the dentist, like that makes sense to people. What we don't realize maybe so often is that it's even more important, or I'll just say it's as important, that we're consistently keeping our organs, like our internal body, clean and taking good care of it and providing it with the healthy bacteria that it needs, the magnesium, the supplementation that it needs these days. So that's just a little bit about our triplex. I'm going to open it up for Q&A soon, but I did want to add just a couple more things first. So I wanted to just brag on this incredible company that has the biggest heart, just because the more I've been exposed to the heart of this company and what their mission is, it's so inspiring. I mean, we partner up with Feeding America, And every single serving of our lean protein shakes, which is like the cleanest protein you can find, packed full of nutrients and really good fiber, all kinds of good stuff in there. Every single serving of that lean, they donate a meal to a child or adult in need in America. And to this date, they've donated, geez, I can't even remember, like 11 million just since they launched this amazing product like a year ago. I think it was last fall. So their heart is just huge. They believe so much in these products that they offer a money back promise on them. You can utilize a 60-day money back guarantee at any time. And that gives people confidence to really give it a try. I will tell you that these are not an overnight fix type of a deal. Thank goodness, because that means that they are real and they're legit. When we think of how many years it may have taken our body to get to the state that it's in, we've got to understand that it's going to take some time to turn that around. This is healing on a cellular level, and it takes 90 days for the body's cells to completely regenerate. So that's when the deepest healing begins, is after 90 days of putting the right supplements in and, doing that detoxing. So it's just incredible, though. We've got testimonials that we would love to find for you, no matter what it is that you're dealing with or a loved one is dealing with. We would love to share some of those with you if you will just ask for those. I want to encourage everyone who not only is here tonight, but who listens to this recording. I know Erin had quite a few people that couldn't make it on such short notice but wanted the information. Plexus wants to invite you to try this at a very affordable price and with some great support. So they came out with this awesome, this is actually very new. They have this really cool 3-day challenge. And this fun little box comes with, it says, stop dieting, start living. And that's kind of their motto, is like real health. It comes with 4 of my very favorite products for 3 full days. So you get to test these out, and it guides you through every single day, like exactly how to take your products. It gives you some meal suggestions, and it's just fabulous. And you can get this 3-day challenge for only $19.95 with free shipping, and it comes with a $20 coupon if you do choose to order some more products after that. So that's really exciting. I want to encourage everyone to at least give this 3-day challenge a try. But if you are ready to just go for it, we have some packs that are discounted up to 40% off. And we can really customize and pick a combo that is going to best meet your needs. And Erin and I wanted to offer to the people that listened in on this Zoom, within 48 hours, if you do purchase one of those welcome packs, then we want to offer you $20 cash back on that as well. So you can get up to 40% off on a combo to give you a big jump start. There's a lot of great products in there. And like I said, we can help you, pick which one is going to be best suited for you. And we'll just do $20 back on Venmo or PayPal or cash if you don't have either of those. So what if this really could change everything? There's really no risk when you have that money back promise, and when you know that these products are natural, plant-based, and we can guide you in what would be best for you. We've had these products approved for infants as young as 2 months old. So you really have nothing to lose except maybe some maybe some health issues that you don't mind kicking to the curb, maybe some excess fat that you're carrying around. So why not, right? All right, so anything else that you want to add, Erin?
Well, I want you to tell them about the the hard shell that forms in your intestines.
Oh, okay. Candida. This is my favorite. Okay. So I got obsessed with gut health after I saw how these products were changing the people around me. I was like, there is really something to this. So I kind of got obsessed with gut health. I'll tell you some of my favorite books to read, since you said, Melissa, that you're an information person. A green personality is how I refer to it. There's one of my favorites is Eat Dirt. Another one is Grain Brain or Brain Maker. There's a lot of really, really incredible books out there by very credible people from the medical community even, that really dig into gut health and share studies that they've done. And it's just so incredible. So this is basically, in layman's terms, what Candida overgrowth is, or leaky gut. So you're born with a certain amount of bacteria and yeast in your gut. It's meant to be, the optimal levels are, you want 80% beneficial bacteria, 20% bad. The bad bacteria is actually important because it keeps your immune system in check. So it keeps your immune system active and going. You're also born with a certain amount of yeast that is meant to help your body decompose when you die. The problem is, with the way that we live as Americans nowadays, not only our diet that consists of a lot of refined and processed foods and way too much sugar, artificial colors, artificial sweeteners wreak havoc on that balance. Birth control, steroids, so many different things. Stress, lack of sleep and rest, even like our hairsprays and our deodorants. Ladies put so many chemicals on their body, and just all around us, even the air we breathe these days, all of that creates imbalance in our gut. And what happens is, when the balance gets like too out of whack, it starts to form Candida overgrowth. And that Candida overgrowth, once it hits a certain stage, it becomes a living fungus that forms a shell on your gut lining called chitin. Okay? Chitin is the same chemical makeup as a cockroach's shell. It is identical to a cockroach's shell. So if you remember, like, I'm sure, hopefully everyone here has had the pleasure of like smashing a cockroach before, because that crunch, you know, there's a reason those nasty, evil critters have lived like since the dinosaur days, because that shell is next to impossible to just diet away. Okay, once it's formed to that, and that's when you really start to see the symptoms of leaky gut. It's next to impossible to kill, like I said. And the reason that Probio 5 is so special is there is a certain enzyme in here called chitosanase that's clinically proven to dissolve chitin, that shell that forms in Candida. And if you're not able to dissolve that shell, your gut is, I don't want to say a hopeless cause, but you're going to be living with those symptoms. And so the symptoms, like I said, you can Google any symptoms and gut health. You can go Google common symptoms of Candida overgrowth, and you'll be amazed how many there are. We have a graphic that we use that like lists some of the most common ones. Erin has that. She can share it with you. And that's how you know when you have Candida overgrowth, is that's where the symptoms come from. If you have the symptoms, you have Candida overgrowth. When you heal your body with this, people say, you know, when do I back down on my dose? Once you don't have any more symptoms, that's how you know when your gut is healthy. And yes, it's very possible. We see it all the time. So that's Candida overgrowth, leaky gut. It basically, your gut becomes compromised, your gut lining. It actually like breaks little holes in your gut lining and leaks toxins through. And that's where we get those symptoms. Like some people, it'll show up as acne. Some people it'll show up as infertility. Some people it'll show up as PCOS. Some people, you know, autoimmune disorders, like it's just rampant, like the havoc that causes on our bodies. So does that help, Erin? Sorry, how did I forget?
I like that part.
The cockroach shell. Share the symptoms list, Christopher is asking.
I'll see if I can figure that out, how to do that. Can I add a video? Or I'll text it to you after. How about that? Is that easier?
Yeah, anyone who's here or just text.
Okay, yeah, I'll text it to you.
Okay, so anyone that's here, you can just have Erin text you that graphic that shows the common symptoms of candida overgrowth. Everyone has them. Babies are born with them these days. Like, it's just, I really believe that like gut health issues are like the modern day plagues. So anyways, that's kind of what we got for you. Can we answer any questions? We're turning the mic over to you guys now. Anything that you'd like to know, Melissa or Sam, Christopher, do you guys have any questions at all? You can unmute yourselves if you're muted, or you can type it in the chat. I'm good. We talked it out the other day. Perfect. Oh, is this Chris? The Chris that I talked on the... Hi, Chris. And I don't get to see your face. I sent you a friend request, so I'll just stalk your friend page, I guess. Then I can see what you look like. There he is. Awesome. Great to put a face to the name now, and the voice. I know your voice too. Very cool. Okay, guys, no questions?
I'm racking my brain, but I can't think of any at the moment because Erin has talked to me a lot about things, and sounds really good.
Yeah.
I've heard so far.
Well, I will tell you this, Erin, I know Erin would not get behind something that she didn't believe that. You believe in 100%. You guys know Erin enough to know that. Yes. And Erin came at this a little bit skeptical, right? Can we say that, Erin? Is that fair?
Yeah, you can say that.
And so we welcome skeptics, but we'd love to, have the opportunity to kind of, disprove your skepticism here. And there's no harm. Like I said, there's really not much risk because you've got that money back promise that's really easy to access. I'll even help you myself if you need help with that. But our hope is that you can find that this is life-changing for you too. So that's why we're here. And the invitation's always there. I want to encourage you to just take that leap of faith. We tend to oh, that sounds good. That sounds great. I should do that sometime, and then not take any action on it. And I'm telling you guys right now, like, if the least you can do is just get one of these 3-day challenges, that comes not only with, 4 products for 3 days that you can sample out for $19.95, and then you get a $20 coupon. So it's basically free if you decide to order. But it comes with a really great support community. We have a 3-day Facebook event that we do with that. So you get to sample it alongside other people and see their experiences. And we basically teach you a little bit more and in a really positive, fun way with some giveaways too. So that's it.
Sounds good.
Or even better, just go for it and get one of those combos up to 40% off and $20 back from us. We'd love to treat you to that. So.
That's good.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, everyone. It was wonderful to meet you guys. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Okay. Have a good night. Thanks.
Thank you. You too.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Chris.